Well, good morning and welcome to Gurr's Place. My name's Gary. My friends call me Gurr, and this is the newest version or release of Gurr in the Wild. As you may be able to see behind me, I'm at the Eagle Creek Ornithology Center, and I'm just going to take a short hike out here, maybe 2.5. Hey, if I get wild, maybe 3 miles, who knows? And I'll take you along with me. So my first stop, just a few feet from where I was, is the bird observation area. And there were quite a few birds, and then they flew away as soon as I stepped up. There's a male cardinal, and behind him, a female cardinal. Male cardinals being rather pushy, it seems. So if you're not familiar with Eagle Creek Park, the Ornithology Center overlooks a part of Eagle Creek Reservoir. This part is actually separated from the main body of the reservoir by a causeway, and is meant for as a bird sanctuary. So right now I am hiking on the Red Trail and headed for the northern part. There are some good locations up here to actually, well, where people have seen bald eagles. I don't know that I will see one today. It'd be cool if I do. And if I do, I will try to video it for you. So I'll be back with you in just a little bit when we get up to the viewing area. I did want to show you this bridge that we're approaching. First time I hiked this section of the Red Trail, there was no bridge. You had to climb down into the creek, climb over some rather large boulders, and then climb back up on the other side. So this bridge is a very welcome addition to this trail, and glad it's here. Give you a view of the creek. I don't know if there's any water flowing in it. Yeah, there is water. Now, flowing may be another thing, but here's looking towards the east, and if I come over this way, this is looking towards the west, and so this eventually flows into Eagle Creek Reservoir. So, continuing towards the observation area, hopefully to see some bald eagles. Okay, we are at the north end of Eagle Creek Reservoir. These are the headwaters of the reservoir. And if I can zoom in, let's see here. Way out there, there's both a blue heron and an egret, I believe. So let's see if we can zoom in. So just the other side of that first log, should be able to see the great blue heron standing there, and then over here on the left hand side is a white egret, and it looks like there's some Canadian geese making their way into the water there. So this is a very nice location, zoomed in as close as I can get with this camera, so I hope you can see what I'm looking at. This is a fascinating place. So I'm now up here, maybe a couple hundred yards past where I showed you the headwaters of the reservoir. This area right here is where people have reported spotting some bald eagles. I believe the last I heard, and this was a couple years ago, there's at least 2 nesting pair of bald eagles here at Eagle Creek. So, sitting here taking a bit of a rest. I'm only about a mile in. This is my first hike since April the 24th. The reason I remember the date so well, I had intended on doing a backpacking trip in the Smoky Mountains. It wasn't going to be a big one, just out a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles, and to a campsite, and then spend the night and then hike out. I didn't make it. So this is my first hike since then, and so I'm easing back in. If you can see, I'm using a day pack. I don't know if you can see that or not. I do have my new trail runners, and so just taking it easy. Nice gentle flat, very flat trail, and just soaking in the views. It is beautiful out here. If you are not familiar with Eagle Creek Park, it is a municipal park on the northwest side of Indianapolis, and unlike Central Park in New York City, this is all not wilderness, but wooded, and a lot of water. You don't have the rowdy crowds here that you have in Central Park in New York. And it's an education park. A lot of kids here today. So, good place to come to take a short hike, a couple miles. You can actually string together some trails and get a 7 or 8 mile hike out. But again, not a lot of elevation change, just a lot of flat trails, but very nice. And if you're lucky, you might see a bald eagle. So turn the camera around, give you one more view of this very nice location. Nice blue sky, white clouds. Temperature's not bad, in the mid 70s right now, I believe. It's early yet, it's 10:39. By noon it's supposed to be up to about 80, so hopefully I'll be done by then. Okay, very nice location. 10 out of 10. Okay, so I've gone about another mile since I talked to you last, and I'm actually sitting at the park road, and several trailheads are here, and so the parking lot today is rather full. Today is July the 6th, and a lot of people out walking, running, hiking. Saw some children down in the creek. I think they were looking for pollywogs, but I think they were being way too noisy, and I seriously doubt that they'll find any. So yes, I'm taking my second break. My back told me to. I mentioned my aborted backpack trip in the Smokies. I did not post that video. I did post it on my Facebook page, but I did not post it here. And so I'm going to insert it here. It's only about 3 minutes long. And so here it is.
Have a wonderful, wonderful time, sweetheart.
All right. See you later.
Tomorrow.
All right. So here we are at the Backcountry Information Board for Abrams Creek area. So Nora's about to leave me here at the at the trailhead, and I'm going to walk about 1.5 miles to my campsite. Bye. Got a 4/10 of a mile walk just to get to the beginning of Cooper Road Trail. Nora? 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 My back's already hurting. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got a laugh out of it. And so I'm going to stand up and walk 1 more half mile and give my back a rest. Well, I'm back in my car. Got the engine running, the air conditioning, cooling the car down. Thank you for coming along with me on this hike. 2.5 miles. Very short, on mostly flat, easy tread. I hope you got a laugh out of my attempted Smokies hike. I can laugh about it now. I wasn't laughing about it at the time, but you know, you gotta have a sense of humor, I guess. So again, thank you for coming along, and I'll catch you on the next Gur in the Wild.